What is happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel in the MCU. It sounds like the rumors that Marvel Studios is contemplating splitting Avengers Secret Wars into two movies, one of which will be released as part of the yet-to-be-announced Phase 7, is actually going to happen. And I'm really excited because Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it is constantly growing, and the next two Avengers movies already feel like a duology, but the studio is allegedly considering making it a trilogy. Making Avengers Secret Wars into two movies will be the best story more, given the high concept scale of a big crossover, but Avengers Secret Wars fans might need to wait a little longer. According to reports, Marvel Studios is considering dividing the next superhero epic into two movies, postponing the second part until Phase 7. But before we delve deeper into all of the buzz and the gossip, guys, we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notification so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. The Avengers as we know it haven't come together in 4 years in the MCU. The most recent film, Avengers Endgame, drew a close to the Infinity storyline that had brought together countless superheroes from each of the previous 3 stages. As the Avengers enter a new era, it appears that Marvel is altering the original strategy. Now, all of this build-up is to Avengers the KANG dynasty, which will see all of Earth's mightiest heroes come together to defeat Kang the Conqueror, while we currently wait for the upcoming MCU film. Beyond this, there is of course Avengers Secret Wars, the beast of a film. However, it appears that the latter is a collection of films. Most recently, Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus, a well-known source with numerous confirmed rumors to his credit, reportedly told his followers to make the list of things he didn't anticipate that Marvel Studios is to accomplish on the road to Secret Wars movie. Only a select number were aware that he used movies. When the fans immediately questioned him about it, he quickly responded with a gif from the office of the Stanley Hudson, and he said, "Did I stutter?" This led some people to believe that Avengers Secret Wars will now consist of numerous films rather than just one. The plan to divide the movie into two has already been the subject of rumors for a while now. Furthermore, reliable insiders also told Inside the Magic that Marvel Studios is rethinking the best way to distribute Secret Wars. So, as I mentioned earlier in the prologue, one of the ideas is to divide the next film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe into two halves. If Marvel does proceed in that direction, Secret Wars Part 2 and the conclusion of the entire multiverse saga will be postponed by a few years. Rumor that Marvel Studios was thinking about turning the upcoming blockbuster film into a 2-part surfaced online in February of 2023. And if it's true, I think it's a wise commercial choice. Avengers Secret Wars as we know it was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2022 and is anticipated to be a direct sequel to Avengers KANG Dynasty. While the forthcoming Avengers movie stories are still a secret, Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange is going to be an enemy in the KANG Dynasty. Strange has emerged as a significant character in the multiverse saga, and his most recent movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, appears to have set up Secret Wars plot. The 2022 movie's end credits scene referred to an oncoming incursion, a term taken from the Secret Wars comic book narrative from 2025 that is used to represent two universes poised to meet. The Marvel Cinematic Universe writer Michael Waldron, whose work includes Loki and the Multiverse of Madness, is said to be writing the screenplay for Secret Wars. So, if you've been following everything Marvel and on this channel, then you already know that the first 3 MCU installments, commonly referred to as the Infinity Saga, were generally reviewed by audiences and critics with positive feedback, while the just-ended Phase 4 genre is more divided reception. Thus, Marvel Studios is allegedly rejuvenating its forthcoming slate with a stronger focus on quality over quantity after getting internal negative feedback regarding Phase 4 distribution and quality. So, that could be one of the reasons why Marvel may be considering breaking Avengers Secret Wars into 2 movies and adding another chapter to the multiverse saga, which is due for its forthcoming commitment to creating the greatest product possible. This choice has already had an impact on the upcoming MCU projects like Echo, Ironheart, and AGATHA COVEN of Chaos, amongst others. Even though Endgame and Infinity War were a hit, and some people didn't like them as much as some did personally, I think they were really great. And if there were any problems in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, it might have been how characters' personal storylines are buried in the greater ones, as they usually have their own distinct film to add those layers. It's also because these movies were also intended to be 2 halves of a single plot. As a result, the original 6 Avengers were only halfway through their arc at the end of Infinity War. Even if each picture represents a complete plot, Avengers KANG Dynasty will definitely lead right into Secret Wars. It's just the way Marvel Studios tells their stories. However, releasing Avengers Secret Wars in 2 parts could help the sluggish post-pandemic box office approach late 2010 level. Now, I'm getting that splitting it in half may be great, but there's a downside as Marvel Studios runs the risk of overstuffing Secret Wars to match the 1-2 punch of Infinity War and Endgame by incorporating many past, present, and future characters as they can into it. Trying to manage all of the MCU characters would be difficult enough without adding Marvel extra MCU bands. A single Secret War movie couldn't accomplish that even if it were as long as Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yet, Spider-Man No Way Home made money for previous Spider-Mans that appeared. To that end, it could be beneficial to divide the films into Part 1 and 2. It might not have been a coincidence that Infinity War Part 1 and 2 were soon promoted separately. Since the second one brought in more millions than the first, it didn't help break the pattern. Despite the title change, that film was a cultural phenomenon. Therefore, intentionally adopting the Part 1 and Part 2 title patterns for Avengers Secret Wars may be another example of Marvel going against accepted Hollywood wisdom. Also, by dividing Secret Wars into 2 films, the writers may increase the excitement for the anticipated appearances of beloved characters from any universe. Marvel accomplished this with She-Hulk Attorney at Law. People watched the show for weeks, longer than they might have to anticipating the Daredevil's comeback since the cameo were part of the expectations going into it. Similarly, fans anticipate Secret Wars to feature a ton of appearances. 2 movies will provide this epic story a bit more narrative breathing room if the movies establish the multiverse battle world in the MCU. Even while Part 1 may not be as drawn as many viewers as Part 2, it would still be gratifying as it could bring back people to the theaters to rewatch it over and over again because the movie is expected to be bigger than both Infinity Wars and Endgame combined. Well, we can't have that in, say, a 3 or 4 hour movie because nobody would want to sit and watch a movie for that long even if it's a quick loss of interest. And as we know it, KANG Dynasty is expected to be very different from Secret Wars as the KANG Dynasty will take place on Earth 616, with all of Earth's mightiest heroes coming together to fight KANG and losing to KANG, but Secret Wars will be taking us elsewhere called Battleworld, which is an aftermath of an incursion. And many speculate that KANG the Conqueror didn't actually die at the end of Quantum Mania, since all that was seen while KANG was being pulled into the malfunctioning multiversal power core. While some people believe that KANG the Conqueror will replace the Beyonder in Avengers Secret Wars, one theory is that KANG's prolonged exposure to the power of the multiverse will cause him to become the Beyonder, a being no longer tied to the confines of the multiverse. This would allow him come back with a vengeance and orchestrate the catastrophic events of Avengers Secret Wars to finally succeed in his mission of multiversal destruction. I'd love to go with this, but the theory is for another video. If you're all wondering who's going to be directing this masterpiece, Avengers Secret Wars does not currently have a director. Destin Daniel Creighton, who directed Shang-Chi, is currently attached to the helm of KANG Dynasty, but is not anticipated to helm Secret Wars. The directors of Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, Anthony and Joe Russo, are also not in the race to helm the next Avengers film as they are taking a break from the superhero world. And Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, was supposed to have been hired in late 2022, but he has soon dismissed the report, calling them crazy. So, when Marvel will reveal Secret Wars director is still a huge mystery. Avengers Secret Wars is currently scheduled to hit theaters on the 1st of May of 2026. And with that said, let's go right over to the giveaway. We're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to win is watch our videos, subscribe, turn on post notification, like and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win our brand new PlayStation 5. Also, we want to say thank you to everyone who has ever supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this video? And do you think it's wise for Marvel Studios to split Secret Wars into 2 movies or not? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notification so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one.